He is a really big bull, and he's got a decent set of tusks on him. It's so green. There's an entire ecosystem that lives in this dung. Finally, after seeing many tracks and broken branches on the road, we've got our first elephant, and it is an enormous bull. My name is Tayla, and on camera with me is Gerrit, and we're here at Welgevonden Game Reserve. Very excited to be out and about. We've just had a big thunderstorm, the clouds are clearing, the sun is out, and of course this big boy is walking straight towards us. Now, with all the ridges and hills and the dense vegetation in summer, it does become a bit tricky to see them. But on this reserve, there's a healthy population of elephants. I heard just as we arrived at Welgevonden, somebody said they saw a group of 50 together moving along one of the ridges. So hopefully this is not the last sighting that we're going to have, and we'll be able to show you one of those mega herds moving along the ridge, something different to see. But he is a really big bull in terms of body size, and he's got a decent set of tusks on him. He's not perturbed, he's just sort of munching away, but you can see he's flapping his ears quite a bit. Now, for those of you, again, that have just joined us for the first time, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you on board. Elephants are known for shaking their ears. They don't shake their ears, they flap them, and shaking their head when they are agitated. But that's not entirely true. In this case, there are so many bugs around. Little flies and everything else in between after the rain, and honestly they're quite annoying. If my ears were big enough, I'd be flapping them too. We didn't see this before, but as he moved past us and behind the vehicle, we got a good view of his rear end. And what I did notice is some staining at the back legs, and I wasn't too sure if he was in must or not because it's been raining and he is quite wet. But then I saw that he was actually dribbling urine. And elephant bulls get quite a bad rap. If you don't know what must is basically a phase that a very healthy elephants go through, and mature elephants, for a couple of weeks. And basically what this does is it drives them to move out and search for females that are in estrus. So it's almost like a surge of adrenaline, if you will. Now, it doesn't mean that elephants can only mate during this period. It's just that females are a lot more attracted to big elephant bulls that are in must. It kind of gives that tick to say that he's a strong and big individual, and is quite appealing to the girls. Now, the reason why I said that they get such a bad rap is because younger elephant bulls that are in must, and for the first couple of years of their life, they're quite boisterous. They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't quite have mating rights with the females, because quite often there's bigger bulls out there, and they get bullied, if I had to just put it simply. And you can imagine how frustrated you are, and you can't do what you need to do. So they can take it out in the vehicles. The rain was quite hectic this afternoon, so look at what we've got. And it terrifies me because I don't know where the concrete is. Am I fine, Gerrit?
Yeah, just go straight.
Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best.
Don't turn the wheel.
Woo! That was actually quite cool, but honestly, I could actually feel how strong the current was. Didn't move the vehicle, but you knew it was there. Anyways, we actually have come from a different crossing. I'm not crossing it at all. Another vehicle did do it, but Gerrit couldn't even walk across, and I don't think that it's necessary to do it. We don't need to go up that way. So we're going to turn around and maybe we bump into the elephant bull again. Look at what we found. Whenever you find elephants, there'll always be dung, because they eat so much and they defecate even more. And we couldn't resist but to have a closer look. And I think this is a good time to remind all of you that if you can avoid driving over animal dung, it's best to do so. Now, I know some of you might be rolling your eyes going, "Oh, what are you talking about?" But there's an entire ecosystem that lives in this dung. Now, the beetles that we're looking at the moment are dung beetles, and I'm not sure if I've seen this species before. They've got bright orange antennae, so hopefully one will turn in this direction, and then we can have a closer look. The dung beetles are just the most amazing insects. Obviously, they're vitally important for the ecosystem. They decompose so much matter. One of my favorite things is that because they take the dung balls underground and lots of flies will lay their eggs in them, they help reduce the fly population because, well, they pack the top of those holes nice and tight with soil, and there is no ways that fly larvae would be able to exit. I cannot believe this. It really didn't seem like we had a lot of rain around Makweti. The storm rolled in, there was thunder, there was lightning, but it did look like towards the south and the west that there were a few more thunder showers. Yes, they were frolicking about along the stream, and I could quite easily rock hop and get to the other side. But as you can see, I'm surrounded by water, and that's also because of all the ridges and mountains around here, plus the natural springs. The ground is so saturated at the moment because Welgevonden has had some great rain already, and it's got nowhere else to go but down into these valleys. It's so beautiful, and after all the years of droughts that we have had, I will never ever complain about the rain again. Just when we thought we'd get a break from the heat, the humidity has arrived. So at least we had an hour or so where it was nice and cool, but the clouds are clearing. We might even get a sunset. You can see the last of the golden glow on the zebra. But thank you once again for joining us. It's been a wonderful day on Welgevonden Game Reserve. Although the rivers prevented us from looking for dragonflies, we'll have to get them another time.